back to recording this, and we're going to just do something different then. I have this app on my computer called Grids, and it allows you to at least see like Instagram and stuff. So I'll be able to show you some of the things on here, so at least you'll be able to see some of this. But essentially what I did earlier, so that I wouldn't waste your guys' time now, let's see, can you see that like big grid thingy on my screen? Okay, perfect. Nice. So essentially what I did earlier is I created my invite list. And so there's a couple different ways that I do this. So one thing, which I clearly won't be able to show you because it's on my phone, is every morning I screenshot who watches my Instagram stories. So if you go into your Instagram account and you go to your profile up top in the left-hand corner, let's see if I can get you to see this. See, there's like little circle weird thing right there on the left-hand side. If you click on that, it's going to bring up all your archived, let's see, here we go. It's loading. It brings up all your archived stories. Instagram used to let you just go in here and you could click on any story you wanted and see the names. Now it only shows you the past 24 hours. So what I do is every morning I compile my workout and I post it on Instagram, because one, that's going to just be a way that invites are always coming in. You're always going to have someone to invite because you're going to be able to see their names on Instagram. So what I do is I go into my Instagram story, and then down on the bottom it will say seen by, and you'll see how many people see it. If you click on that, it brings you up the entire list of people who have watched your Instagram story. So I'll go through that and I just screenshot all of the names so that when I go to build my invite list, I'm inviting people from my Instagram story. So that's the first way that I send invites. So let me see here. I have a list of people, and I'm going to share this with you guys. I have a list of people that that I screenshotted from my Instagram that I'm going to invite. So this right here that you're looking at is just a note in my phone that I can also open on my MacBook. These are literally invites so that I don't have to like go find my old invites. I have them saved on here. So I'm just going to use this one down here. This is actually like crafted for the flash sale. So I'm going to send this to you guys so that you have it. And obviously you can tweak the wording of it a little so it sounds like you, or like however the conversation goes, because if you haven't chatted with the person in the past, obviously you're not going to say, I know I've reached out in the past, which there might be some people on this list that have that. So what I would do is then I'm just going in here and I'm finding the people that I wrote down earlier. If it decides to load for me.
Real quick, this is called Grids. That's this app?
Grids, yep.
Okay.
And it lets you see like people's Instagram posts. It lets you do conversations straight from here. It's just nice to have like a desktop version essentially of Instagram.
Yeah, because I know like my biggest issue with Instagram is like that's where most of my business is. Mm-hmm. And there's no actual like functional desktop version.
Right. Yeah, this is the first one I found, and I've tried a few in the past.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, so this first person that I'm inviting, I haven't invited before, but I've sent them this like welcome PDF. So this is what Teamzy looks like. I'm just going in here to find this girl real quick. I forget what her last name is. Jackie, not Jamie. Okay. All right, so essentially this is the message that I'm going to send Jackie. I'm just going to tweak the top of it. Rather than saying, I know I've reached out in the past and timing wasn't right or finances weren't in line, I'm just going to say, hey, thanks for continuing to keep up with my Instagram stories. Not sure if this is something you'd be interested in, and then I can keep the rest of it. In this, like I said, don't worry about Teamsy. This is where I log the people that I invite so that I can keep track of them, and I can show you guys more in depth on how to use Teamsy. I'm really just wanting to show you like the invites in general today. But so there's one. So that's someone I've never invited for. Then I have, so I'm just going down my list right now of the people I've invited. I know I've invited this girl before, copy, paste, done. And then I know next in my line, sometimes these don't load all the way. I'm literally like, I know I've invited these girls. So again, I'm just sending them this invite right now into the flash sale. Oops, Miranda Lee. Okay, so then real quick, just so that I don't lose those, I'm going to log those people's names in here. Is this making sense so far?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, now is this is all on Teamsy?
Yeah.
So you can access all those people?
So where I was just sending the invites was through Grids, so technically through
okay.
Instagram. Now
it looks a little weird on my, but yeah, I get it. Okay.
Now I'm logging them into Teamsy so that I know I've sent them the invite. So here you can see one of the perks of having Teamsy is that all of the people that I have connections with are in here. I can basically save this Instagram invite, and I have mine set so that it follows up with them in 2 days. So, and you'll see the follow-ups in a second, but if I go in here and go to like my dashboard, you'll see like, and this is why I love Teamsy, when I open this up and I click over here to follow-ups, and again, I'm going to show you follow-ups in a couple minutes, it shows me everyone I need to follow up with today. So that's why I love Teamsy, is because it's a really great place to track everything, and I don't have to remember, hey, I need to follow up with this person, I need to follow up with that person. Everything is stored in here for me. Again, the only downside is it's not free. It's $29.99 a month. But for me, that doesn't bother me. That's less than a challenge pack. So I know if I sell at least one challenge pack in a month, I'm making that up through this. And I find that beneficial and like a good way to be able to keep track of my business. So I'm just going to send a couple more of these just so you guys can see. So this is back in Grids. Still just sending this invite into the flash sale. And so these people right now that I'm sending an invite to are actually people I've invited in the past. So when I said before, like, oh, this gets confusing, I'm a pen and paper, Google Doc, everything type of girl. So my Google Doc, once someone doesn't answer me or says they're not interested, I basically just place their name on a Google document. And at the end of the month, I print out the Google document and I have a list of all my no's. So this is actually going all the way back through March. So in here is March and all of April. So if I'm looking for people to invite and I don't have as many people that day as I want to have, I will go into my Google document and start going through names of people that I've invited in the past, and I will re-invite them. And so that's why it's important, again, to always be keeping track of who you're inviting, because when they say no, you can instantly just place their name onto a list and have them for their future. Oh no, this is Lindsay Jensen. Okay. Okay, so that's like my flash sale invite that I'm using right now. The invite that I have been using outside of the flash sale, I'm going to share that with you guys too. Again, you can tweak this. This is based on the program I'm doing right now, but basically invites them into our June challenge group. So, more chat. This is one of the other invites that I've been using. So feel free to use that one as well. Tweak it however you need to make it fit you, and so that people like understand what you're saying and whatnot. Trying to think. Oh, real quick before we move on from invites, one of the things I hear a lot from people is like, oh, I don't have anyone to invite. Like, I have no people. And I was listening to a call the other day and someone said it the best. And they were like, she had like, I think it was like 200 or 300 like friends before she started Beachbody. And she said, you know, you think of it was like, oh my God, I only have 200, 300 friends. But what would you think if you walked into a room of 200 or 300 people? Would you be like, oh my God, there's only 200 or 300 people in here? Or would you be like, holy crap, there's 300 people in here that could use my help? So think of it in that sense, like there's always people to talk to. And you should always be creating new contacts anyway. So you should always be adding people to your social media accounts, which always gives you new people to have interactions with. So going to new people, I already did this for today. But essentially what I'll do is, you know, I'll go into my Instagram account, and right now I'm getting like a lot of really weird foreign men following me, which is really obnoxious. So I don't send them a message, but when I have someone that follows me that I feel like I could vibe with and that I like, I will send them the following message. It is, again, a hi, welcome. Again, tweak this because it does say, like, I've been working this business for 3 years. But the key to this message is at the end of it, there's a link to take them off to free recipes. So right away, you're providing them with free content. And they love that. I have gotten so many compliments from people that have been like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like, this is amazing. I'll definitely check it out. And the reason that I like to do this is I'll send that, then I'll go into my Teamsy, I'll log them in there, and I follow up with them in 2 weeks. So now you know you're already building a list for 2 weeks, because in 2 weeks, I'm going to invite them. And in 2 weeks, this is the message that they're going to get. And it's going to be an invitation into our challenge group. So basically, you're making these new connections. New people are following you on Instagram, and you're sending this, hey, thanks for the follow message. And 2 weeks later, you're inviting them. Now, I'm only sending this to people who are either like brand new to watching my Instagram story. So then I'll just tweak it and just say like, thank you for watching my Instagram story rather than thank you for following, or people that are following. I don't send this to someone when I go to follow them. I wait until they follow me back. Make sense? Okay, cool. So that's follows. Where is it? Okay, oh, duh. I had a brain fart moment. Okay, we're gonna come back into here, into Teamsy, and you guys are gonna be able to see my peeps for my follow-ups. I did some of my follow-ups today, so actually let me real quick. Then I just realized because this is recording, people aren't gonna be able to see like the chat, so I'm gonna have to
I'm saving it.
You what?
I'm saving it. I'm copy and pasting it. So I got it.
Great. So,
yeah, I am too.
Awesome. You guys are the best. And I'm going to, because as I say, I might have one of you put it in the team page.
Bless you.
Thank you. I might have one of you put it like below the recording later for me. What I'm trying to pull up right now as this tries to load is a document that if you it's in Team Simply Beautiful, but if you haven't seen it yet, it's basically like an invite process, and the follow-up process in there is very similar to what I use. So that's why I want you guys to be able to see this. But there's examples of invites, and then 2 days later, it will give you like the follow-up to say, and then 2 days after that, it will give you like a final follow-up. And the reason I want you guys to see this is because when you go to see my follow-ups, there's essentially 2 different types of follow-ups that I'm sending. One is kind of like the initial follow-up after the first invite, which is just like a, hey, did you see my message kind of thing? And then The second one after that is typically, again, providing free content. So it's usually like a PDF. But again, I've tweaked mine for now for the flash sale, and it's actually a link into our Facebook group for the flash sale. So I'll give you that once we get to it. But first, oh, that's why, because cancel. Okay, I'll share that with you guys later because this one's doesn't have the invite thing on it, but I'll still be able to show you what I meant. So into Teamzy. Okay. So again, this is what I love is like, here's my people that I need to follow up with. I can actually click right here on activity and like see what the message is that I've sent to them. The other thing that I love about this, and I'm going to show you, is I'm opening up Teamzy on my phone right now. So this girl's not, like this one won't work because I know in the details I don't have her Instagram account right here, but like Tanya, I have hers. So watch this, which is going to be really cool. If I open up Teamzy on my phone and I go into dashboard, it's got like a very user-friendly mobile. So, okay. Here's Tanya. Can you see that? And then if I go down below into contact info and have details, I have her Instagram handle saved in there. So literally I click Instagram and it opens me right to her Instagram account, which is like wonderful because now I'm in her Instagram account. I can go right into send message. So the last message I sent to her, which you can also see it in here because I have it logged right here, was my second follow-up, which was, actually, let me send this to you. So I invite someone. 2 days later, after I invite someone, this is the follow-up that I send to them. And it's just as simple, haven't forgotten about you. We understand that life gets crazy, so you just want to check in with them and see if they saw your message. 2 days after that, so this is now another 2 days later, I still haven't heard from her. So what I want to do is send her another follow-up. So this is typically where I would send a free PDF, but because we're doing the flash sale, I am actually going to send a message that's a combination of two things. So it's going to be, hi there, since I never heard back, I'm assuming life is insane right now. I feel ya. And then I'm just going to add in, let's make sure I didn't already save the full one in here. Oh, it's right below it. Duh. Oh, wait, no. Okay. So it's going to be, hi there, since I never heard back. I'm assuming life's just insane right now. I feel ya. But I didn't want you to miss out on something amazing that my team is doing. We are holding a flash sale for my favorite programs and products. Okay, we're holding a flash sale for my favorite programs and products on Monday. Here is a link into the group if you'd like to join. So again, I'm essentially just offering them free content. So that's what I'm going to send to these people now. So I have that to you, and I'm just going to do this through my phone quick because I already have it open, which is perfect. So I'm just going to do like a couple so that I can say I did them. Here we go. Okay, load phone. Of course, when I want to do it on my phone, it doesn't load. So you can honestly do this like through your phone, or you can do it through the Grids app. Either one will work, which is what I love. And then if I have, so I actually, like, I know off the top of my head right here, Maria and Christine were people that I were talking to about coaching who haven't gotten back to me. So now you'll be able to see what I do. I come into my Google Drive and I just go into, my Google Drive looks insane right now because I just recreated something for you guys. But I go into my May 2019 no's, and this is where I'm like keeping track of everyone. So I know right in here that I can add Maria and Christine because I've already done my final follow-ups with them. So I'll just go in here and you can see, come on, scroll down. My computer is like, because there's so much going on right now. Oops. Okay. Maria Katra. No, and I just like mark like no response, or if they told me no. So this was a no response on coaching. And then I know Christine Gamble was also a no response on coaching. And then so in here I can basically just go and take off their follow-up request. And so again, now they've been placed on my May list, and I'll follow up with them in June or July and see if they're ready then. So that, come on. Okay, there we go. Does that make sense on follow-ups? Are we good there? Okay, awesome. So then the last thing that there is, I'm just going to add these two on here real quick because I know. And I'll just do that one. Okay, so the last thing, and this is where I wish my phone worked, is because I'd love to show you guys, but since it's not loading, it's fine. The last thing would be like following new people, making new connections. And essentially, guys, I don't overcomplicate this part. I will literally, so like you have to either find something that relates to your life or something that relates to you. So like right now, I'll use like hashtag 25 weeks pregnant, and I'll literally go into that hashtag, look at those posts, and just start following people who are using that hashtag. And I'll follow like 50, 100 people, and then like watch what happens. Watch to see the follows come back. I'll go to like location tags. I'll type in where I live, like Clifton Park, New York, and I'll go through those location tags and I'll start following people. I'll go to like my favorite restaurants, location tags, start following people. And then I'll do the same thing with like commenting. Commenting for me, it's not that it's hard. I don't want it to look spammy. So I don't go and like 10 photos, follow that person and comment on that person's photo. I'll go in and like, oh, this is like a cute photo of this person at this place I know, and some sort of comment on it. And I'll do that for probably 20-ish people, and then literally like the next day you'll be able to see people following you back or people who have commented back, and then you can all of a sudden start those new connections, and now here you are back to that like thanks for the follow message, and in 2 weeks you can invite them. So do you see how that process kind of just like builds on itself? It takes care of the job for you, which makes it really nice. And what I do is on Sundays there's a app called, let's see, it's called Cleaner. I think it's listed as like Cleaner for Instagram. Basically lets you do like a mass unfollow. By that I mean it lets you unfollow 50 people at a time. So I will go into my Cleaner for Instagram and I'll select the people that didn't follow me back, and I'll clean out my Instagram. So like I may have spent the week following 500 people, and then only 100 followed me back, let's say. So I'll go into Cleaner for Instagram and I'll clean out all those people who didn't follow me back. And then it kind of like evens out my numbers again. And then that way I'm not following all these people who don't want to interact back with me or I'm not vibing with or something like that. Does that make sense? I think that that's honestly everything. I'm trying to think, there's obviously stuff on top that like post on social media, like stuff like that. But that's like the basis of running my business. Like no matter what happens, I'm at least like inviting some amount of people in a day. And I could sit here and I could tell you like how many people to invite, but that's really your discretion. I'll say for me, my goal is 150 people a week. Do you know that like inviting one person a day, so only 7 invites in a week, isn't going to really get you anywhere. So if you guys really want to build this business, you have to be sending constant invites. And if you're following this process of adding new people in, doing those follow-ups, adding people to your list, then you'll always continuously have people to invite. You might invite people, you know, sometimes there's people that I invite like month after month after month after month, like February, March, April, May. And it just happens because I keep seeing their name pop up on my Instagram story, or I keep seeing them comment in a post. So I'm not afraid to just continue to send them message after message, especially if they're going to keep popping up. So just keep that in mind. Any questions? Otherwise, I'll let you guys go because I know this took a little longer since nothing wanted to work for me. So any last minute questions? Otherwise, I will get this recording up probably tomorrow morning. Chelsea, you have a question? Are you good?
No, I'm good.
Awesome. I will probably get this recording up tomorrow morning. And if you guys have any other questions or want to see like other invites or follow-ups, just let me know. Like you saw in that notes section, like I have them all saved into my phone so that I can just copy and paste them. And then I just finished putting together like a welcome packet for customers and coaches that basically like walks them through. By coaches, I mean discount coaches, so not people that are like actively working the business. It basically is like those welcome emails that you guys got when you first joined Beachbody with me, but I've compiled it into like a PDF that clicks off into Google Forms. So I'm going to share that with you tomorrow too. It's a source that you guys can use to send to your customers. Otherwise, I'm going to let you guys go. And you know how to find me. Questions. You're so welcome. Have a good night, guys.
Thanks, girl.
I'll talk to you.
Bye, Mama.
Tomorrow. Bye.